Welcome back. In this video we are going to see one basic example of dependency injection and IOC container with respective to constructor dependency injection. Before we start writing the code, let's first of all understand how we are going to implement that code. First of all, I am going to create our business layer, and that business layer I am going to create with the help of one file. File name will be Coaching Institute. Inside Coaching Institute file, I am going to mention three different variables: fees, salary, and maintenance. After that, I am going to write one configuration file to manage our business layer. And the name of that configuration file I will keep as appconfig. And inside appconfig file, I am going to mention our bean file, which is going to help our business layer with the help of @bean annotation. @bean is a method level annotation which works under in only one scenario, if and only if we keep the file name as @configuration, which will indicate that this file is a configuration file, or you have to indicate that class file name as @component. But right now I am going to indicate this one is @configuration annotation, which will indicate that this file is a configuration file. Or you can also say that @bean comes under @configuration. Now, I have created our configuration file and our Coaching Institute. Now, both the file I am going to manage with the help of application context. I have already told you in the previous video that application context is a type of an IOC container which help us to manage life cycle of a Spring framework. There are two types of IOC containers are there: Bean Factory and application context. Application context is the extension of Bean Factory, which has all the facilities of Bean Factory with some additional features. So it is always recommended to use application context only. After that, with the help of IOC container, I am going to connect Coaching Institute with IOC container. And this IOC container will also help to connect to configuration file. So this is how we are going to present our coding. First of all, I am going to write a Coaching Institute with the help of three different variables: fees, salary, and maintenance. After that, I am going to write a configuration file. Configuration file name will be appconfig. And here, with the help of @bean annotation, I will manage our business layer. Now, here application context will work as an IOC container which is going to manage my business layer and configuration file. Now whatever I have explained here, let's convert this in a real-time application. So in this example, I am going to work in a Spring Tool Suite 4, which will help me to configure most of the Spring configuration by itself. So what I am going to do, first of all, I will go to File, after that New Spring Startup Project, and I have kept the name of this project is a constructor dependency injection, because this dependency injection which I am going to present you, it will be, if I am going to show in a constructor with the help of a constructor. So I have kept the project name as constructor dependency injection. Next, I am going to use Spring Boot Dev Tools so that I don't have to stop and start the server all the time, and I am going to use Spring Web. That's it. After that, I am going to click Next and Finish. We have to wait for 5 to 10 minutes so that all the import will get loaded, and after that we can start. Here in the bottom you can see that here it is written import getting started 66%. When it will be completely 100%, that when all the imports are loaded successfully, and after that we start writing our code. Now everything is done. Now I am going to write my first file, and that will be file name will be Coaching Institute. Here I am going to mention three different variables: private int salary, private int fees, private int maintenance. Now I am going to write this constructor with respect to fields. So what I will do, I will type Alt Shift S, and after that I will choose the option generate constructor using fields. So constructor is generated. Job of this file is completed now. So Coaching Institute business layer is done. Now next file I am going to write is app config. So again I am going to right click, new, class, and here I'll keep the file name as app config. To tell the Spring that this is a configuration file, I need to mark this class as @configuration. After that I am going to create our bean method. So I am going to create the layout of the Coaching Institute bean method. So what I am going to write, I will write public, type will be Coaching Institute, method name also I will keep as Coaching Institute only. And here I am going to pass some data. So salary, let's say I will keep as 10,000. Let's say fees I will keep as 25,000, total fees 25,000, and maintenance charge of that Coaching Institute, let's keep 5,000 only. So its salary, if he's giving all the stuff to 10,000, maintenance charge is 5,000. So 25 minus 15, 10,000 complete profit this person is getting from this Coaching Institute. So I have saved the data of salary, fees, and maintenance in a configuration file. Now I have told you in the diagram that to make this file as a bean method, you have to mark this method name as @bean, which is a method level annotation which will indicate that this is a bean method. Next, our app config and Coaching Institute job is done. Now I am going to create our IOC container. When I have started created project, one file was automatically created, that is main file, public static void main. In this file only I am going to create our IOC container. So I am going to write application context, let's say reference name will be context only. So I am using annotation, right? So I am using annotation for configuration, right? So I'm going to call new annotation config application context, and here I'm going to mention the class which I've indicated as configuration file, app config. Let's import these files, these class files. Job is done. Now let's set coaching institute. Now let's call coaching institute and see that all the data set properly or not. You need to understand one thing. You need to know one thing first. By default, this method name will be the ID of this bean method that I have created. So this ID I'm going to pass at our IOC container, coaching institute, to call this bean method, or you can also see that to connect. Now I'm going to typecast this coaching institute file name. Now our job is done. Now let's execute the code. Now you can see that here it is written started constructor dependency injection, and there is no error came. So all the job what I have shown in the diagram, business layer completed, configuration of IOC container, those are also completed, and I have connected all those with the help of an application context. Now let's see that all the data which I have inserted in the app config data is properly inserted or not. For that, what I am going to do, I am going to write one more method, public void display, and here I am going to call all the three different variables which I have mentioned here: system.out.print salary, maintenance. What I am going to do, I have written public void display. Now I am going to call this display method in our main method. So what I'm going to do, coaching institute dot display method. That's the benefit of using DevTools. You don't have to stop and start the server all the time. Now you can see that here it is showing salary, fees and maintenance. So that means it is injected properly. Now let's go back to the diagram again. In the diagram, I have mentioned coaching institute, fees, salary, maintenance, application context and app config. So this is coaching institute and app config. This coaching institute is completely dependent on the application context. From this you can understand that this is completely a design pattern. Dependency injection is nothing but a design pattern between a container and between a business layer, and with the help of an configuration file, this coaching institute is managed. The benefit of this is a loose coupling. What's that mean? That means if you wanted to change, for example, I wanted to change the fees, salary and maintenance charges, then what I am going to do, I have to do nothing, just I am going to change the changes here. Here I am going to make 10 to 13,000 to salary of those teachers, because teachers are teaching good. So I am thinking it will be better if I increase their salary so that they will stay in the coaching institute for a long time, and due to the good quality of the teaching I increased my charges also, so that I will get more benefit in the end education is simply a business, right? So due to the increase of the good quality of the teaching and fees, more and more students are coming by seeing that this coaching institute is teaching good. So for that I have to increase maintenance charges also. So I will make it 5,000 to 6,000. Now let's execute the code again. Now here you can see that charges are automatically increased. Here 13,000 is the salary, and total fees which I am extracting from the student is 30,000, and maintenance charge also got increased. I only have changed the configuration file. I didn't touch the business layout, that is coaching institute, and still everything works fine. Now another one important thing here, what I in the beginning I have told you that by default bean method name works as a ID of this bean method, which I have mentioned in our application context. If you wanted to put your custom name, that also you can give. What you have to do, you have to just write at the add bean annotation here, and here you have to write name. Let's say I wanted to put the name only institute charges. Now there is one error is saying. What is that error? No bean name coaching institute available. That's because in our IOC container I have given the name coaching institute, but in the configuration file I've changed the bean name from method name to our custom name. So what I'm going to do, I will copy this institute charges name of bean name and I will put it in this application context.get bean. Let's execute the code again. Again one more error is coming, and that error is defined in class basketball invocation and type Spring application institute charges I'm getting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop it here and I'm going to start again. Let's see. So that's it. Our custom name works fine. If you want, you can give more than one name in the configuration file. I have given name equal to institute charges. I wanted to give one more name. For that, what I'm going to do, I will keep it as a double braces here, and I'm going to write here. Let's say I'm going to write here, this is a dependent to IOC container, so I'm going to write here dependency. I'm going to write here constructor dependency injection. That is also going to work perfectly fine. If right now I am using only one institute charges, if you wanted to use multiple, at that time you can give multiple name. For example, if I've changed from institute charges to constructor dependency injection, I think then also it will work fine. See, it's fine only. So we have seen one simplest and basic example of constructor dependency injection. Now let's go back to the diagram again. In Coaching Institute, I wanted to add one more file. For example, I wanted to add student details, and that inside that student details I want all those students who are coming to our coaching institute and everything, so that I can manage my coaching institute in a much more well mannered. So what I'm going to do, I will create one more file, and that file is connected to this coaching institute file, or you can say that this student file, student details class file, is the sub file of the coaching institute, and inside in this student details I am going to write 4 different variable, roll number, which is the most important, next name of those student, Next, salary, and last one is, sorry, not salary, name of those students. Here I am going to write roll number, name, and the next thing that I am going to write is subject. Roll number, name, subject, and the last one that what I am going to mention is address. Let's see how we are going to invoke student details to Coaching Institute and how we are going to manage everything. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write new class. Here I am going to mention student details, and after that I'm going to mention here 4 different variables: private, int, roll number, private, string, name, private, string, subject, private, string, address. Now I'm going to generate constructor of those fields. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write Alt Shift S. After that, generate constructor using field. Select all is selected. Now generate. So I have created the constructor of this student details class. Now I'm going to write again Alt Shift S, and I'm going to use the generate toString to see that my values are implemented properly or not. So job of student details done. Now I'm going to inject this student detail to the Coaching Institute. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write one more variable, and variable will be private student details and pass this on constructor. This dot student details, and now after that public void display method I am going to call system.out.println, and here I am going to write student details details.toString. What I have did, I have connected from my student details to Coaching Institute. Okay, now let's go to the configuration file and create one more bean, and this bean will be student details bean. Public student details, method name, let's say student details, and here I'm going to pass return new student details. Roll number should be 1. Let's give the 1. I've provide my name Aditya, name Aditya, roll number, name. Now subject, I like the physics subject of this Coaching Institute, that's why I joined this Coaching Institute. So the subject I'm learning it here will be physics, and I am from Jharkhand, so I will provide the address Jharkhand here. Job is done. Now I will mark this method as an add bean, so it will work as a bean method, and I will give one custom name instead of the bean method. name. So what I'm going to write here, I will write student info. Now I'm going to pass this student details to this modified constructor of coaching institute, and I've implemented it here. So what I have done here, I have connected this student details bean to coaching institute bean, and here in our business layout I have connected coaching institute details, coaching institute class file I've connected to student details. So I have changed in the configuration file and in the business layer of coaching institute and student details file. I haven't touched anything in the IOC container, and IOC container is going to connect both coaching institute with configuration file and my business file. So let's execute the code now. Now you can see that this is the details of a salary, fees and maintenance, and the details of the students. Roll number equal to 1, name Aditya, subject physics, address Jharkhand. So in this example I have shown you simplest example. In this example, a simplest way of presenting constructor dependency injection, how loose coupling will work if this framework is properly maintained. If you wanted to regular modification or maintenance, you can do it easily without even causing any type of effect in business layer. Everything is going to connect by IOC container and with the help of a configuration file. So this is the simplest example of constructor dependency injection with respective to IOC container dependency injection. I will provide all the code in the GitHub, and GitHub link I will give in the description section. Please stay tuned for the next upcoming video. Thank you.